What's going on, YouTube? We're back with Shades. We're continuing our Let's Play of Lucid9. Last time we left off, we ran into Mr. Yoda's office in order to run away from Masato. But we had a flashback to the first time Yama met Masato. And it was funny and weird, and now Mr. Yoda is intruding on our thoughts. Lovely. He probably just wanted to help people become their best. Oh, god dang it. Then why would he pick me? Me, when there's so many other people who would love track and running and competitions and all that crap. Isn't that the whole point of picking you? Because I'm useless, so turning me into somebody useful means a lot? Nah, because you're a challenge. God damn it, no self-voicing.
Self-voicing disabled.
You know, that doesn't exactly make me feel any better. Why not? You should feel very, very loved. Oh, I do. A bit too loved. Masato probably sees you like a little cousin or a younger brother. Do you know that? What? Masato does. Why would he do that? You know, kid, sometimes there's just nice people in the world and you shouldn't question it. And sometimes there are ulterior motives behind everything. Masato Kurogane. Ulterior motives. Well, that's true, I guess. It's not like Masato would fake anything. But it still doesn't make any sense. Why would he choose me, a random stranger, as his little brother? To be honest, I've usually thought of Masato as my little brother, since he's, you know, kind of obtuse and not cynical and embittered by the world. Something like that, a kind of innocence. Maybe you shouldn't be asking why your friends love you, Yama. Maybe you should be looking for ways to return that love, instead of looking for ways to deserve it. Okay, as soon as I read that line, okay, my friend Kimmy and our friend Mary are sitting on Edgar's bed back there, and as soon as I read that line, I just heard Kimmy go, "Oh shit."
I'm trying to take a Snapchat and I just hear that.
Oh wait, what was that line again? Maybe you should be looking for ways to return that love instead of looking for ways to deserve it. Snaps! Did it action?
So the shade.
The shade. I mean, he is a guidance counselor, so. Okay, shush! I sounded really cool, didn't I? I'm leaving. Oh, come on, kid, that was good, admit it. I admit it, I'm still leaving. He only chuckles and slaps a hand on my shoulder. Have a good day, kid. Coolest guidance counselor ever. I only nod wordlessly in response as I step out of his office. My throat almost feels clogged, as if I just heard something that I really, really needed to hear. Maybe these meetings really are a good thing. It's almost like you need therapy for your trauma. Move those legs, you filthy maggots! Move them! Double time! What the heck? I peer around, searching for the source of the noise, and find Akira racing around the entrance, a large, lumpy backpack slung over her shoulders. Oh, Sarge, pretty, please. I've been running 6 miles. I swear, I'm gonna collapse. I shouldn't be able to hear you over the sound of your tears. Private, hop to it. Akira? I gingerly step in front of her and wave to catch her attention. She grinds to a halt and tilting her head curiously at me. What are you doing here? I'm here for drama club, of course. But no one else is here. I'm doing an immersion exercise, Liut. What? An immersion exercise? Yup, I need to act half dead from a boot camp, so I'm gonna run a mile around the school track with this backpack. A mile? But that backpack looks as big as her. Boot camp? And why'd you call me Loot? I'm calling you Loot because Loot is short for Lieutenant. Well, darn my socks, don't you catch on fast. Usually her antics would annoy me, but for some reason it's soothing right now, like white noise in a messy world. Do you usually do usually do things this intense for drama club? Oh, no, this is easy. You should have seen what I had to do yesterday. I was a sadistic serial killer. What did you do for that? I ate a bunch of cereal. I'm not sure whether to feel relieved or exasperated. Say, Loot, if you don't have anything to do right now, why don't you join us? We're doing some exercises that you might like. What makes you think I'll like them? From what Rui says. What exactly does she say? That you like the exercises. That's cyclical logic. On the contrary, it has nothing to do with bikes. This girl dumb as bricks! Kidding. Probably not. Well, technically I don't have anything to do. Wait, Rui will be there? I thought that a silent Akira would be a blessing, but it's just unsettling. Rui has something to do today. But if you come tomorrow, you can watch her bedazzle the crowd. Tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? Oh, is it? You do know what day of the week it is? It's Tuesday for my character. And in my defense, there's half days on Saturday. Just no clubs, which is kind of important. She doesn't seem to hear me. Instead, she just checks her phone for the time. Hey, boot camp is ending. What about your mile? Let's go. She reaches out and grabs my wrist, but suddenly lets go as if it's a burning iron. I send a questioning look at her, but she only shrugs it off. Come on, Loot. Adventure awaits. Without any further explanation, she marches into the classroom building. Well, this should be interesting. Akira leads me to classroom 3A, where dozens of students are sat in a ring. Looking expectantly at Akira, one of the girls immediately leaps to her feet. I recognize her as the drama club president. Where have you been, maggot? You know how late it is? Immediately, Akira stumbles forward as she's dead exhausted, the backpack sliding from her shoulders and crashing into the ground. Sorry, sir. I took a detour. Oh god, I've never been in drama club, so I can't do this. This is gonna be awkward. A detour? What kind of detour can you take on a training course? Akira, is she Akira right now? Points a tremulous finger at my direction. He jumped on me, sir. Out of nowhere. I didn't even know where he got here. All eyes swivel to me, waiting to see how I handle this sudden development. They're probably expecting me to dodge out, freeze, or just stare at them like they're a bunch of weirdos. Heck, I'm even expecting me to do something along those lines. But instead, sheer instinct takes over. Years of make-believe with Rui molds me into what is needed at the moment. A foreign spy who happily stumbled onto a military operation. Where's she going? Sorry, I'm a tourist. Lost my way. I suddenly move my hand to my hip where my imaginary gun holster lies. Surprisingly, the club president is perceptive enough to catch it. He's a spy! Right as I pretend to whip on my gun, Akira tackles my arm, throwing me to the ground. I feel a shot of pain run up my shoulder, ripping a very real cry of agony from my throat. Akira proceeds to deftly lock my arms behind my back, leaning over until her mouth is next to my ear. Drop the gun! Through the haze of pain, I manage to hold my character together. Akira nudges my arm, gentler this time, and I yell, opening my fingers into a releasing motion. Sir, what should I do? The club president kneels down, looking at me straight in the eye. I tilt my head upward, staring as challengingly as possibly can. Nice one. Strangers don't usually pick up so easily. The entire room relaxes as she sits before me, bowing her head slightly. Welcome to the drama club. I'm the club president. Sorry I came in on a pretty hectic day. No, it was interesting. Akira, could you let go of me? Akira suddenly squeaks, lunging away from me. An uncharacteristic blush crawls into her cheeks as she vainly attempts to cover her face with her hands. It's really unusual for her, but kinda cute. Almost reminds me of Rui. I suppose they've rubbed off on each other at this point. Quickly disregarding these thoughts, I focus back to my physical status and move my arm back to its regular position. It twinges painfully. I can hide a wince, which the club president immediately notices. Oh gosh, are you okay? Huh. I test my arm for a moment, but the pain subsided, probably just overstretched slightly. Nah, I should be fine. It's nothing compared to what Miki has made me do before. Did I hurt you? I'm really sorry, Yama. It's fine, really. Are you sure? It's unsettling to see Akira so meek. I glance at the club president and raise an eyebrow. She seems to understand. Well, let's try some basic exercises before our next scenario. Stanislavski's Magic If, everyone. I don't know these training exercises for drama. I've never done such a thing. The rest of the club time is spent in playing around with different objects, pretending that the pencils are bombs, chairs are clouds, and desks are shields. It's amazingly refreshing. I'd almost forgotten how fun it was just to put everything aside and enter a completely different world. Even when the club's been dismissed, I feel a sense of lightness that I haven't felt in a long time. Hey, Lou! Akira pops up next to me, now returned to her cheery self. Hey, where are you headed? Home. Don't you live in the dorms? I live in the world, therefore anywhere I go is my home. Bizarre as always, the only thing I've grown to understand about this girl is that I'll never understand her. Right, seriously, where are you going? Come to think of it, I have no clue what I'm doing here. Catch you later, Luke. See you later. Without any further explanation, she skips away. I shrug off my confusion, accepting it as the norm when one speaks with Akira, and I head back to my apartment. Except something stops me at the entrance. By this time, all of the students are living it up in town or doing nobody knows what in the school rec center. Nobody just hangs around the entrance. For most, the barred gates and curfew are just another sign of the restrictions instituted by the helicopter parents. But beneath the shade of a tree in a far corner, I catch a sight of two figures, facing each other with hands on hips. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna be bad, or good, or really bad, or really good, or really bad. I inch forward. The figures are none other than Miki and Masaki and Rui, immersed in conversation. Must you keep ignoring me, Rui? Because you've been gone for 4 years, Misaki. We didn't know where you went or even why you had to leave. All these years, Yama and I were left in the dark. For all we know, you could have been dead. How can you expect us to act like you never left? I still don't understand how Yama could be so forgiving after he almost... You know what? I'm tired of this. Just don't speak to me again, Misaki. She turns to stalk up, but Misaki grabs her wrist in the blink of an eye. I'm not letting you walk away again, damn it. Do you believe I wanted to leave Seto? To move to District 6 with my mother, who, by the way, doesn't even deserve to be called my mother? What I don't understand is why you're blaming me for something I couldn't control. Misaki's sudden outburst seemed to catch Rui off guard. District 6 doesn't deserve to be called my mother? Just what happened to Misaki after she left Seto? Misaki, you're hurting my wrist. Oh, I'm sorry, Rui. I shouldn't have. Two girls seem to avoid each other's gazes for an awkward moment. Rui is the first to speak, her voice coming out in barely a whisper. Half a year after you left, we gave up. We thought you'd never contact us again. It was okay, but I was okay, but Yama, he thought that someone had left him, again, forever. Oh shit! There's a flashback there. There was a flashback there. He's getting triggered, and not in the good, and not in the funny meme way, but really. He thought that people would just keep leaving him, that no one would stay by his side. He locked himself in his room, pulled himself into a shell. I couldn't reach him. No one could. He didn't trust any of us to stay. Then I dropped by his house one day, and the medicine cabinet was open, and a huge bottle was gone. You mean? Yeah. You know how hands off his parents? You know how hands off his parents have always been? The ambulance barely made it in time. They had to start pumping him on site. That's how bad it was. Was it really that bad? So, understand why I was so upset. I had no idea, Rui. Just where were you, Miki? Why couldn't you have just... Rui breaks off and covers her face with her hands. Misaki's expression crumples. She hesitantly reaches toward Rui, and Rui promptly kicks her in the shin. Dummy Miki, why'd you take so long? Yow. Why weren't you there for Yama? Why weren't you there for me? They're having a cute moment, and not you two over here. She just starts crying and then yells, I missed you. Oh my god. Yay, friendship. I'm not gonna do the screamy thing, but... And now they're draped against each other, sobbing like newborn children. What just happened? I quietly inch away from the scene, feeling the sudden sense that they need privacy. At least they made up, well, from the looks of it. It almost seems like Rui was just really overwhelmed from keeping secrets. My memory of that time is very faint, but hers must be crystal clear. Her terror, her anguish when she stumbled on me must have been festering inside her all these years, because mentioning anything could have set me over the brink. She always had to fake smiles, put me first, pick me up when I'd fallen down. Something itches the back of my mind. A weird kind of dizziness threatened to overcome me. I force it back until I become more detached. I really don't want to think about that time, but thankfully I can suppress it for now. But Rui, she was never one to hide away from her feelings. She faced that pain full force. Little wonder that seeing Miki again had brought that all to the surface. And Miki, she said she'd moved to District 6 with Satomi, something she hadn't told me when I first saw her 2 days ago. Why would she resent her mother so passionately? Also, why would they move to District 6, the most poverty-stricken area of Isamu? It certainly makes me curious, but then again, it's really none of my business. At least she and Rui are friends again, so maybe now the three of us can go back to the way we were. Well, that was emotion-filled, and we're still 5 minutes away from the end. I can't hide a smile as I lounge against the couch after whipping some dinner, replaying the exchange in my head. I'm glad they made up. Really glad. Somehow it feels like a big burden has been lifted off of me, even though I technically had nothing to do with the argument. And now I'm getting all sappy. Let's see, what should I do tonight? Work on homework. Be a good student. Saving brain cells. Yes, achievement unlocked. Guess I should actually study. Not that I ever do it alone. If I'm gonna be miserable, might as well be miserable with someone else. That's a weird option. Why does Elizabeth have English? Why do we have her number? What's happening? Japanese with Rui, math with Masato, moral studies with Yahiko, science with Misaki, and social studies with Akira. That's weird. Are all these people our friends? But I'm gonna spend time with nope. Go back. I'm just gonna spend time with Rui. Oops, crap. Rui's always been good at Japanese. I should get her to help me. Yama? Hey. Did you get away from Masato? As always, you know, considering that he's star of the track, he runs pretty slow. Maybe you just realized that you're not worth catching. Nice one. Thank you. So, what's up? What, I can't say hi to my best friend? This is what we're talking about. The guy who'd be too lazy to go to his own funeral. Fair point. So, I'm studying Japanese. What? Are you feeling okay? Huh? Yeah. You never study. There's a first time for everything. Including using your brain, apparently. You're on a roll today. I should write these down. In a book. It'll be a bestseller. What are we even talking about? Japanese. It's kind of related, you know, literature. Please, Japanese literature never has any snark heroines. It never has heroines, period. Well, actually, there's a couple cases like Princess Kaguya, some stories from the Tales of the Spring Rain, some of Chikamatsu Monzemon's works. Yeah, for some reason, unbeknownst to mankind, she really likes Japanese literature. I think I got the point. Sorry. Actually, it's kind of cute to hear her talk so passionately about what she likes, but still... What? Why did I even call? So, what did you need? What did I need? This is really sad, I can't even remember. Something important came up. Call you later? Sure. Either I'm really forgetful, or Rui ranting about Japanese literature distracted me. Japanese literature! Well, I don't feel like calling again. And honestly, I'd probably get things done faster by studying on my own. She tends to get off topic. Even if it's cute all the while. Did I really just think that? So the sudden ring on my phone breaks me out of my thoughts. Who's calling? Oh no! It's Shigure. Better answer this one. Shigure? Ah, Ishiyama. A most intriguing circumstance has transpired and necessitates immediate reagency. I'm not going another little goose chase if that's what you mean. Oh, I aver that this is a far more exigency than a mere preliminary. Despite myself, I'm intrigued. And what would that be? The police have come to an impasse and exact adjunctancy for the recent disappearances within Isamu Imperial Boarding Academy. Are you conversant with the cases? I ruefully think back to the events of the morning. Yeah, I'm somewhat familiar with the recent disappearances. Well, I should hope so, given that you attend the very institution. At any rate, you must meet me at the school tomorrow morning. We are scouring every last inch of the campus, even if it requires neglecting sleep. With luck, a crucial piece of evidence may be uncovered. Disappearances? Neglecting sleep? Evidence? What's going on? Excuse me. I hiccuped. So, we're searching the academy for a lead on the recent disappearances. That is to what I previously adverted. Are you deaf or merely improficient of fathoming such elementary conceptualizations with your tawdry intellectuality? Wow, lady! Did you just carry a thesaurus with you? I have a pretty big, goddamn, knowledge of wording, and, I'm clearly not showing right now, but, I have a fairly large lexicon, and this is confusing me. At least, as far as saying it out loud. I could get it by reading it, but saying it's weird. There goes the canon of verbal abuse. I'm honestly impressed. I can't match her in that regard. But no one disturbs my sleep. No one. Are you expecting me to pull an all-nighter for this? Well, naturally, the case demands it. I'm not doing that. Get some other people to help. On the contrary, as I have no qualms with neglecting sleep, you should be the one recruiting. Gather your accomplices as you deem necessary, Ishiyama, and meet me by the school gates at 8 a.m. sharp. But isn't it illegal to share confidential case information with civilians? It ought to be felonious to possess such infinitesimal acumen, yet you are not incarcerated. That doesn't answer my question. Should you choose to go alone, know that you will be spending the entirety of your day in investigation. I'm not even getting paid. If you really don't want to do it, you don't have to. But we both know you're already too curious for that. Damn, girl! What's really unfair is that she's actually right. Sometimes I wish that she was oblivious and stupid, but then again, she wouldn't be Shigure. I guess I have a lot of calls to make. And we're gonna end the part here. This is getting interesting. It seems that Misaki and Rui made up. Finally, I was hoping that wouldn't go on forever, but that was a little cute moment they had. Though certain distractions prevented me from getting fully into it. Not naming names. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from this series, hit the subscribe button. And you're now exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the shade. See you guys later.